How to improve your speech and articulation. So at the end of this video, there's going to be an exercise which I highly recommend every single one of you should engage in. It's for your own benefit. So the first one is to stop trying to sound intelligent. For so long, I have wondered why my YouTube channel is stunted or was stunted in terms of growth. I came to realize that my videos are high end, laced with all shades of high vocabulary, making it difficult for the average person to understand the message I'm trying to communicate. A study was done recently and it revealed that 80% of people commented like a ninth grader. I'm not referring to you as that, but just to give you an insight that not everyone is as intellectually advanced as us. So if I'm going to reach everyone, if I'm going to create a family, because that's what I see you all as, I know that at every end of this view is a real human being, desperate and watching because he wants to improve his life. So the effort becomes defeated if all my communications are high end and or he's trying to oscillate between watching the video and going to a dictionary, watching the video and going to a dictionary. Why not why not go to someone else who has broken it down in a more simplified way? So when you're speaking, try to make it, or instead of giving you a law and say do this, why not understand the room, understand the environment? If you're speaking to a public platform like YouTube, where children have access to, so you want to simplify your message such that even a child can grasp what you're trying to convey. Majority of you pick up a dictionary. There's nothing wrong in trying to sound intelligent, but you get the point. But majority of you pick up a dictionary, you open it up, get few words, memorize them quickly, and start using them. Then you sound something like, I have deviated from my normal habitat to escape in order to flourish in my ranting core. And that kind of using 15 to 16 phrases. But you notice something, that your intellect becomes obnoxious. You sound like a college professor, creating the opposite of the desired effect. So as opposed to sounding intelligent, you sound like a college professor. So simplicity is key. It's like Leonardo da Vinci would say, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. So if you can break your words in a more simplified manner, you'll be able to reach more people. The second is use stories. Use stories. Now, if you've made it up onto this video, you understand that I have distilled all the facts into stories. So unlike before where I just hammer the facts, step one, step two, step three, do this, boom, 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 boom. I've calmed down and I'm trying to distill it in a way that, in a manner that all of you can resonate with. So stories keep your your listeners hooked and curious of what happens next. Stories are the best way to convey information, is because stories are like melody. They are easier to remember. Now, if I say, can you remember all the words written in a page of a book? No, that's stupid. Why would I do that? But you can remember a 5 minute song or 4 minute song and sing it word by word, lyric for lyric. Why is that? Is a 5 minute song has even more words than a one-page book, but you can remember a 5 minute song because it has melody. Melody. So if you can craft your words and make it have melody using the guise of story, people will not only resonate with you more, they will be able to recall that which you have shared. So use stories as opposed to delivering hard facts all the time. That's the reason this video will get 3 million views on its first debut and go on to get 200 million views in subsequent days. I don't use this as a metric to show that a man's channel is successful, but we're trying our best to see how we can make the world a better place, you know. So improving your articulation and your voice is a step towards doing that. So use stories. Stories are like are taking up space of the hard drive of a human being. So if you use stories, you're taking up a little bit of space. It's very difficult for humans to recall the steps and the hard facts you give them, but it is easier to recall that stories which we have shared. That's the second one. The third is connect. Connect with the person you're trying to speak to as opposed to, trying to sound intelligent or trying to be perfect in that conversation. This is how some of you conversations are. You ask these interview questions. Hello, how are you? Fine. What are you doing today? Nothing. So it's just a question and answer. It's more of like an interview as opposed to a conversation. If you notice, the best conversation, look at all these dating shows where a man will come to a woman and they'll try to get into this conversation. That's why you even watch them, because you live vicariously through the guy because he's so good at communicating, and this is something you would never be able to experience. That's why you watch those kind of show. But find rest, because I am here to save you. So you will notice the best of conversations are not them asking questions. They are people actually having a conversation. Oh, how are you today? I'm fine. What did you eat today? Then he goes on to share a story or share a similar experience. It's just two people vibing and bonding, as opposed to, question answer, question answer, question answer. That's not the way to bond. That's not the way to communicate. And don't get worked up in trying to be perfect, trying to get all this game in your head, trying to, oh, are you Google? You're all of searching for all these shitty things you humans do in today's day and age. So try to have an actual conversation as opposed to question and answer. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that's the third one. The fourth is pause. Pause. Now this is a very interesting one, because majority of you find it difficult to pause, and I'm going to share with you why in a second. But pausing shows that your confidence, it portrays confidence, because majority of you believe that once you stop speaking, that the conversation will be guided out of you towards someone else. So you're in a hurry to speak out and gush everything. You're not necessarily speaking from a standpoint of enthusiasm. You're speaking from a standpoint of fear of being ousted from the conversation. So you feel this pressure to get every single thing out so nobody cuts you off. First off, it's fine if someone cuts you off, but keep speaking or tries to interrupt you. Just increase the pitch of your speech so not only signals confidence, but you're not done talking. So the second is why it portrays confidence, because you're not scared. When you pause, you signal that you're not afraid to be quiet and recollect your thoughts, that you're not scared that the conversation is going to be guided from you, which is the first point you're making. The second is pausing helps, it makes you recollect your thoughts. So instead of trying to use this filler word like just pause. It also gives your listener time to comprehend that's what you're saying. So if you've noticed throughout this video, I've made dramatic pauses. It's not necessarily because I'm trying to emphasize this point or I do not know what I'm saying, but during those pauses, it has given you time to recollect every single thing I've said. So pausing is very important. Pausing is very important. Majority of you, instead of pausing, you will use filler words like because you are not comfortable with the silence, that you entertain your listener with any other thing. any other sound. So be comfortable with the silence. Do not fear of the conversation being guided away from you. It's part of the conversation process. Yeah, so do not be afraid to pause. So if you've gotten to this end, if you've gotten to this part of this video, I hope I've held on to my own part of the bargain. With these 4 points, you are able to improve your speech, voice, and articulation. So if I fulfill that promise, held on to my own end of the bargain, like, comment, share, subscribe. I want to see in the comment section every single thing you've learned. So that's your exercise for today. If you do not do all of this, it shows that you're dishonest. And you know, honesty is the bedrock of success. So you don't want to be that dishonest guy. I want the views to be in proportion with the like as well as the comments. It shows that I'm building a family of honest, disciplined individuals. If you cannot have 5 seconds to drop a comment and a like and a subscribe button, how do you think you'll be motivated to actually achieve your goals? The little things compounds. The little things shows how we do the big things. I'll say it again. The little things shows how we do the big things. The Bible says it. If you are not faithful in little, who would give you? How would you be? He who is not faithful in little will not be faithful in large. If you're not faithful in someone else's property, who would give you your own? So if you're not faithful and you're not disciplined enough to do and take this action, then have fun. Have fun staying poor. Have fun living a life where nobody likes you. Have fun living a life of a mediocre. Have fun. As always, my friends, this is a new beginning. This is a new phase. This is a new phase of us. We are doing something new. This is a new beginning. Barbados! See you in the next one.